Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we're getting back to some more die-cast because today we're going to be looking at something very special, that being this 1987 Ford F-350 mini pumper fire truck by Greenlight. I've had this sitting under the workbench for the good part of a month now. I actually purchased this during the Summerville show back in April, and as much as I've wanted to get into this and see what it's like, I've been waiting to do an unboxing just to get my first reactions. So with much anticipation, let's go ahead and crack into this and see what it's like. Now, something that really jumps out at me with this truck is the way that it's presented, because you got the whole 160th anniversary on here, which I believe this is referring to 160 years of FDNY. But I just really like this banner. Plus, you've also got the little patch here. It says Fire Department, City of New York. And I also like this aerial view we have of New York City. Really impressive in my opinion. I'm not sure. I'm assuming this is exclusive through a retailer, but I have no idea who Hobby is. If anyone knows, feel free to inform me. But other than that, it's pretty much your standard Greenlight packaging with all the other miscellaneous details and information. You can see how the truck is presented. Obviously, this packaging has seen a bit of shelf wear. You can see I paid $15 for this. I got it from Jimmy at Mini Chrome Shop. He was set up down in Summerville, so I actually got a couple things off of him. But going around to the back of the box, it's pretty much the same like what you had on the front. But going down below here, there's that information. If anyone wants to read any of that, pause the video. But really, all that said, I think I'll go ahead and get this out of the packaging because, again, I'm really wanting to get this out and see what it's like. So this is quite curious. When I got the truck out of the box, I found that it was mounted on what I'm calling a Greenlight base, which I'm not sure if this is something Greenlight started doing recently or if it's just for exclusive replicas, but it's a nice little addition nonetheless. And I believe if you turn this screw on the bottom, the truck should detach from the base. Yep, there we go. I'll just set that aside for the time being, and we can get a better look at this now. And yeah, this is a really sharp looking little fire truck. I quite like the square body trucks from the 70s and 80s just because I think, you know, they look great. And when you combine the FDNY look to this, it's such an iconic look in my opinion. But on the front here, you can see we got grille details, headlight details. I really like the push bar on the front. The FDNY graphics on this look to be done very well. I'm not seeing any smudges or anything like that. You can see that the lettering is actually gold and it sort of reflects in the light. Really nice detail to see. But we've got a little bit of detail in the interior. Nothing's painted or anything, but there is detail in there. I like the fact that the windows are down. That's kind of my preferred look, honestly. But we've got the light bar up top here. Looks to be some smudging on the windshield. I'm assuming that's on the inside because it's not coming off on the outside. But moving on, I guess. Along this side here, you can see we've got, looks like gauges and possibly valves and such, couplers for hoses. We've got the door latches along the side here. Again, the graphics on this are really well done. I like all the silver details. The silver details on this look great. On the back, you can see we got these, they would be reflective stripes in real life, but we just got red and yellow here. Still nice to see that. Got, I don't know if that's paint or chipping on that tail light. I'm seeing a few issues with quality control on Greenlight's end again. But anyways, going on to this side, we pretty much the same as the other side, though we don't have like the details right here behind the passenger seat. Looks like we got a cabinet here instead, and that's possibly a gas engine to run pumps or generator. I'm assuming that's probably to run the pump actually. But we've got the hose reel, we've got, looks like spotlights, there's hoses up top here. We've also got a ladder on this side. I'm not exactly sure what this here is. If anyone knows, tell me down in the comments. But back here we've also got the lights as well. and really not much else with this in terms of details. We do have the wheels and rubber tires. There's something, yeah, the wheels on this are kind of haphazard. So, you know, unfortunately, it's something I find a lot with Greenlight stuff. Quality tends to be hit and miss. You know, we've got smudges on the windshield. We've got the issue on the taillight back here, and we've got wheels that, wow, that one is really bad. Yeah, let's just move on. Of course, I had to do a comparison of this FDNY mini pumper next to some other fire apparatus, and I picked out some trucks from my collection which are similar, but they're obviously different apparatus. But I think it would have been really fitting to get some other FDNY apparatus to put up next to this mini pumper, but unfortunately, this is the only one I have for that department, so these ones will have to do. But this first one is a 2017 Dodge Ram 3500, and I'm not exactly sure if it's meant to be a rescue or a utility. It does say paramedic on the back here, but you know, I don't know. There's probably someone out there that knows what this truck's intended purpose is. But this one's nicely detailed. Of interest, it is a Greenlight as well, and the assembly on this is actually flawless. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. But that's pretty much standard with Greenlight. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and yeah. This next one here, I got to be careful how I handle this. This is one that I custom built. It's a replica of Summerville's Utility 7. And this, I believe the real truck is actually a 2025 Chevy 2500. But with this one here, I had to source, I think, 3 different trucks just to build this one. And some of the pieces on this were also sourced from other trucks, but there's a lot of them that were actually scratch built, such as the bumper on the front here. A lot of time went into building that. And of course, I've also scratch built things like the mirrors, the running boards, and all the decals on this are actually designed by myself on the computer and then printed onto water slides and applied to the truck. I think this turned out really nice. Really sharp looking truck, but just go ahead and set that down carefully. And of course, the last one I have to show here is Squad 51. This is made by Code 3. And of course, it's a replica of Squad 51 from the 1970s TV show Emergency. I believe the actual truck was a 1973 Dodge D300, I believe. But yeah, this thing, the detail on this is really impressive. You've got working steering, you've got opening doors, which I can carefully open this here. And if you look closely, there is actually a radio in there as well. But yeah, this definitely quite a bit more detail than you have on the Greenlight. But, you know, I think really in comparison, the Greenlight, the FDNY mini pumper does not look bad next to these other trucks. Just for a bit of fun, I thought I'd get out my fireman figures to put around the mini pumper here. And these are made by a company, I believe they're either MyJoe exclusives or American Diorama. But you basically get all this in a pack. You get 4 firemen, the Dalmatian, plus you also get this pair of boots. And I have to say, when you really start incorporating stuff like this with this mini pumper, just makes it look so much more interesting. Well, I'll go ahead and wrap things up here by giving my final thoughts on this truck. And, you know, honestly, I do like this in a way because I think it looks great. It has a lot of nice detail. The graphics are good as well. But unfortunately, like with a lot of Greenlight replicas I've looked at, what lets it down is the quality or the lack thereof. And this is something I've seen across numerous Greenlight replicas that I've looked at. And I know there's probably some people watching right now that are saying, well, if you don't like Greenlight, don't buy Greenlight. But you have to understand here, Greenlight is such a big manufacturer these days of die-cast replicas that in a lot of cases, if you're after a specific replica, chances are Greenlight has produced it. And, you know, I wouldn't doubt that Code 3 has also made something similar to this, but looking at the prices of those, especially on eBay nowadays, yeah, I'm not going to pay over $100 for something like this. No, thank you. But, you know, I could probably be a little more lenient toward Greenlight if they knew how to at least put a wheel on correctly. Because, you know, that right there, that is not acceptable. There's no excuse for that kind of shoddy workmanship. But trying to get back on topic here, though, as to whether or not I'd recommend this replica, honestly, I'd have to say yes if you're someone that's into FDNY, or if you're a first responder and this is something you're after to add to your 1/64 scale collection. I think it's well worth getting one of these. Like I said, I paid about $15 for mine, which I think that's personally a good price for this. But who knows, the quality with your replica might be better than what I have here with my example. Unfortunately, that's kind of the gamble when you're buying these Greenlight replicas. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I think that is going to be it for this review. You guys can let me know your thoughts on this Greenlight replica in the comments down below. And I'll hopefully have another diecast review coming up here in the coming weeks. So keep a watch out for that whenever it becomes available. But that's going to be it for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, take care. Catch you real soon.